Read it. Hello, I'm Euphonium. My name is Joe, and I play the euphonium. So this is Nodame Cantabile episode 10, and we just had the little diversion at the little music festival camp thing there. Let's see how things are gonna go. We've been teasing this Rachmaninoff for a long time. Now must be the time when we're gonna actually hear them play it and do stuff with it. We back in episode 8, yeah, we introduced Milch's assistant. She didn't really have much of a role in episode 9. But being back at the school, hopefully now we should see that play out. And also the little hinting we got with... Chair, come on. Also the little hinting with the Chancellor and Milch relating their youthful past to Nodame and Chiaki's relationship. And, well, we introduced that and we kind of just dropped it with episode 9. Again, there was a little diversionary kind of... I'd almost call it filler, but there was some good musical things in there too.
A costume orchestra?
What?
Yeah, let's all go.
Oh yeah, she's gonna get in the thing.
I've got a lot of work to do. I've got to squeeze in rehearsals for the school festival marimba ensemble too, you know. What? You're performing?
He's a serious percussionist, despite
You're just doing the costume
being
thing?
kind of a walking stereotype in other aspects.
Yeah, well, the maestro's having Chiaki perform the piano concerto with the A Orchestra.
Chiaki, you're playing it way too fast. You must allow the moment to breathe. Huh? Forget that it's Russian, and forget worrying about whether you're playing the piece traditionally. When you play it so fast, it makes it sound too insincere, too superficial, without sex appeal. It needs to be more beautiful, more romantic.
I get what he's saying, actually. His criticism is actually very, very accurate.
Sex appeal? Hold on.
Sex appeal's a little too
I
much.
have to wiggle my hips when I'm playing.
No, that's a little...
No one said to wiggle. I'm saying lose yourself more in the piece.
And, see, these are really...
I've been studying piano at this school for 4 years. You're number one.
These are very stereotypical, flowery, fantastical statements and whatnot.
Is there a problem?
What he means is to take it slower and put more rubato into it, so that he's actually making creative decisions with the speed and each of the notes, rather than just getting all of them right, getting them all right, getting them all of them right, getting them all of them right. That's what it means. Did you... Yeah, you played them all, but did you actually do anything with them? Did you actually slow down? Did you...
Also play the piano at a professional.
Every one of those notes in those runs is
I
important.
actually get the chance to perform.
Do something with them.
I shouldn't expect anything but the best from myself, either. I'm just not a flow kind of guy. So, you're embarrassed. I see that you don't exactly understand the concept. You must captivate the audience. It's an important lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Captivate the audience.
With the sound, with the musicality, with the of it. It's easy to get caught up into the...
Paper molding for
Yeah, really.
Seems like she's happy with it.
It's easy to get caught up in using those age-old fantastical
I bet you'll have a
dramatic demonstrations of to explain it.
I finally got all
Ooh!
the pieces we're going to play.
Rhapsody in Blue?
We're gonna play this? By the way, who's gonna
That's gonna be fun.
That's right. We don't have a conductor.
Well, what do you think? The girls will go crazy for it.
Listen, Franz. Don't tell me you're planning to do something crazy out there the night of the show.
And I like how she's like not having any of his shit here.
Do something crazy.
Listen here,
Nice.
Franz. You will not mess with Chiaki. Do you understand?
Chiaki's better than I thought. He's got her charm.
That's ridiculous. Just leave him alone.
No,
is
she's
that
just a
clear?
serious...
Don't cause
person.
trouble with our students and school festival.
Did you say Shinichi Chiaki? Yes. Right. Yes, he will be performing.
Oh, are those press people following up on him now?
Conducted by stress alone. That's
Oh yeah, they're gonna want to hear him do the Rachmaninoff if they catch wind of it. Yep.
This article. Wow. Well, he's always had talent, but I bet you $1,000,000 the reporter is a woman.
What does that have to do with that? Besides blatant sexism. Come on. Oh yeah. That is...
Who are you?
It's Nodame.
That is messed
What are
up.
you?
Isn't it clear? I'm a mongoose.
I wouldn't have guessed.
I've been looking at it for 10 episodes and it is not clear to me.
Nodame, what is it that you're holding in your hand? What, this?
The mongooses started eating the Armamino black rabbits, which, by the way, were a protected species. And now there's too many mongooses.
I like the juxtaposition of the graphic imagery there with the smile of the costume's face.
Captivate the audience.
And Nodame's very undramatic, matter-of-factly way of saying all that.
With the music. Why is that so important?
Because it's
Tea. You got time for some tea?
what makes it
Crazy.
actually
What's it
worthwhile.
for?
Oh, Psycho.
I'll demonstrate at the end of this, because I don't think I'm going to have the room to do that.
Doesn't seem to be anything worth seeing here.
The Costume Orchestra, they're doing Rhapsody in Blue, come on! What's with the skull and crossbones, though? It's a little weird. Oh, are those like little bandstandy things?
No idea. You're up to something like this. Without stress of mine or myself.
Yep, they need a drum set, they got that right. Oh, is the opening solo gonna be on that? That can't fit all the notes. I don't know how they work. It looks almost creepy with the fingers.
It is Nodame.
That's cool with the lighting there, bringing it into focus like that. Oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, they had to get saxophone people in there too, because it has not traditional orchestration. This is a little nice treat. We get some of the Rachmaninoff plus the Gershwin. I should do a react to Fantasia. I should do that. That'll be fun. I just finished watching with all my students, so...
They've even broken up the pianica parts. Nice attention to
That's,
detail.
yeah. Some quick orchestration they had to do there. But, okay, so now we're getting some creativity with the... which is important. Oh, I'm so used to hearing the arrangement they used in the Disney one, so like all these different cuts are messing with me. Because, fun fact, usually it's not performed in its entirety. The whole work itself is really big. So usually, yeah, they... And being a Rhapsody, you can trim out bits and pieces of it. A Rhapsody is just kind of just this one big pastiche of stuff, really. Okay, but where do those trills come from? So, yeah... My preferred one is actually the cut they did for the Disney Fantasia for 2000, so it's like, hearing some of the cuts out of order is like, huh? I honestly would rather them just drop the CG moments in favor of just doing the other dreamy imagery thing.
That's an important lesson.
Because the CG's gotta be a budget
I
sucker.
see your point, Mayday. It's a little ridiculous, but
It fits here, though. It
this
does.
is at your best.
What? Are you okay, Nodame? Oh, yeah, because the piano usually has to... But not bizarre like that. It's usually just a straight technical run-up. Yeah. It's nice to show in this too. Clapping and all that. Yeah, people get excited. Let them get excited. I am definitely one of those that, you know, you're not supposed to just sit quiet. If it's a good moment, yeah, cheer for it.
But it says in here he's only a student. He's got no piano competition background
That
either.
voice.
I mean, how good can he be?
Who knows? But he's being conducted by Stresemon, and he's playing
The man's voice sounded.
Rachmaninoff, so it should be interesting.
His voice sounded very familiar.
Still not writing about it.
When I walk out there, I'm not going to be anyone else but myself.
Well, of course. Who else would you be?
Huh? After all that crap about wiggling to the music?
Oh, you can forget all that. You already know.
And I even know what Stresemon's getting at here by saying, forget all that.
I better go out there and put on a good show for Mina too.
In practice, you know, you gotta pick all this stuff apart and study it, right down to the finest detail. And I see it's the end now. And even, you know, the whole musical, bring all this out, that's part of the working of the piece, you putting all that together. And in the end, you know, you can't be thinking of all those individual parts.
I think it's time to go make some music.
I like how the sub said fun music, and they should have had him say that in the dub. But in performance, you can't be putting all that into your brain. You will never be able to get out a cohesive musical thought out that way. So that's why you just go have fun, go make music. Practice-wise, there is nothing more that you can do at this point. But the whole musical thing, just like the notes, all the markings and everything, is just another element that now has to be packaged up into your singular expression of the piece. And just to go to like what I was saying, you know, let's just take just a random scale. Those are all the notes. I could play them a little more. Get it out here. Again, yeah, a simple scale. Make it breathe, though. Like you said, take your time with it. You know what? I usually don't do this, but just so you can hear. And let me take it off. If I just played it like. I mean, that's kind of a little more obvious one, just kind of just slowing it down and fussing around with the dynamics there. Let me try to do a little more nuance. I mean, I think you get what I mean. I had creative thought. I used creative thought within the playing of that. And that's what he wants, even with all the crazy technical runs and everything. And that's also part of the challenge of that, to not only catch all those notes, get them 100% correct, but also then to do things with it. So when performers, artists, musicians are saying all that stuff and like feel, lose yourself in the music, that's what they're actually talking about. And I kind of like that I just got to, and I took the time to explain that, because it actually is a very old school, new school of thought in terms of, not in terms of like whether you do it or not, but in terms of how it's communicated. That was very old school how Stresemon described that to Chiaki. How I just described to you is the more new school of thought in terms of, you know, what are you actually doing? What is actually happening? So, yeah, I'm glad I took the time out just to explain that. So we'll see you next time for episode 11 of Nodame Cantabile. I'm Euphonium, my name is Joe, and I play the euphonium and the piano, and see ya. Happy playing!